The intent of my thesis is looking at mixed-use housing from the lens of hedonistic sustainability in the neighborhoods of Mumbai, where hedonism means self-pleasure and avoiding suffering, exploring possibilities of creating a living environment which is self-sufficient, ecologically balanced, and culturally stimulating, all at one place, and that impact both the community and an individual. My thesis looks at how can the quality of life and human experience be enhanced by turning the urban environment into something enjoyable, playful to engage with. Further on, looking at how can this concept be manifested in a dense living and working context of Mumbai, in sync with various complex factors and stakeholders, and how can mixed use housing act as a catalyst to manifest it on ground, where there is no drastic change in lifestyle. Instead, it is designed to suit the user. My site is the BDD Chawls, which my site is the BDD Chawls. The area comes up to around 75,000 square meter. The site study is done at 4 levels: the neighborhood, cluster, building, and unit typology. The site houses around 2,400 families, and there are various transit modes at walkable distances. The unit typologies have developed over time due to the changing family system and modes of income. There are various activities on site that are closely intertwined with one another throughout the built fabric. The programs have been derived studying these activities. The primary program being the mixed-use housing with the rehab and the sales component, and various community programs and shared spaces plugged in throughout the building. The design development looks at conserving the essence and idea of the cultural spaces, shared spaces, and daily activities through design. Pleasure in shared spaces. Shared spaces are multi-utility spaces such as the courtyard, pinda, that is the space around the tree. The shared corridor creates a sense of community. It enhances the culture of sharing and caring among one another, and these common spaces are used throughout the day for various different activities. Live and work. It is convenient for the resident to handle the house, earn and spend time with family all at one place. Pleasure in convenience. Essentials, entertainment, modes of transit, education, job opportunities, etc. are all at walkable distances within a particular radius, which allows with ease and pleasure to lead day-to-day life. I looked at various process models where I was exploring the form with the main aim of creating these shared and interactive public spaces throughout my building. The placement of the built mass is done such that to conserve maximum amount of trees on site along with the climate study. There are sloping roofs formed to create social interactive terraces. The building is superimposed onto the built form. I'll explain the building further ahead. Placing on-site reservations and amenities. Site reservations such as the sports ground, Balwadi, government office, and a nursing home and police station. The built-up area comes up to around 1,78,000, while the FSI is 2.7. This is the built form where there are staggered terraces formed on the outside, while central public open spaces are formed on the inside. There is a separate rehab and a sales block, such that there is a visual connect, yet the access and the entry points are different. The sales component look onto the interior of the site, while the rehab components are placed on the outer periphery of the site. Voids are created as spaces to create social interaction at various scales and levels throughout the building. This is a typical floor plan development. This is a basic FSI and area calculations. The structural development. This is the column grid. Then comes the service duct, primary beams, basement, secondary beams, slab, so the circulation block, and finally the elevation. This is the master plan showing various on-site reservations and activities along with the social spaces marked in yellow, which become spaces for festival celebration and spaces and spaces for as a and as an extension to the commercial space, while the track marked in gray becomes tracks for jogging, cycling, etc. This is the basement floor plan, where the parking requirement houses where the parking requirement is for 150 cars, 150 residents. This is the basement floor plan for fire, ventilation, and drainage. This is the basement wall section. This is a section cutting through the duct, showing various services. This is the water requirement for one. The water requirement for one building comes up to around 1,58,000. This is the ground floor plan, where the space marked in yellow is the community or the social space. This is the first floor plan, and as we go higher, the floor plans stagger up to the sixth floor, where there are structural ties that act as corridors or bridges between the two buildings, and there's a central staircase that connects the whole building throughout, both vertically and horizontally. This is the fire plan for the sixth floor plan. This is the seventh floor plan, and as we go higher, you will see the central staircase connecting the building all throughout, and there are various social spaces that get formed throughout the building. The unit plans. This is the commercial unit on the ground floor, which is 29 and 16 square meters respectively. This is the studio office. This is a section cutting through the studio at the top and the commercial spaces on the bottom. This is a rehab unit, which is staggering and which comes up to approximately 45 square meter. The unit plan development is done in such a way that there is balcony created on one side, while it creates a corridor pocket for internal activities to spill out. The kitchen is placed in such a way that it allows socializing and exchange, and the collapsible doors allow for flexible use of the multi-utility space as an extra bedroom during the night and extension to the kitchen and live and work. This is a section cutting through the multi-utility area and the kitchen. This is a wall section of the staggered unit and the planter detail. This is a rehab unit which comes one on top of the other. This is a section cutting through the same and the wall section, showing how can the planter be actually used as a space for sitting as well. This is a sales unit which is 97 square meters, and these are various activities throughout the day. This is the sales unit which is placed one on top of the other. It is around 90 square meters, and this is a section cutting through the sales unit. This is a section cutting through various void spaces and social spaces throughout the building. Voids create interactive spaces for get-together events, spill-out, sitting, etc. There are voids that have recreational spaces. Voids can house various amenities such as the gym, the daycare, the library, etc. Double height voids have small windows overlooking the space below. There's this idea of eyes on street and creates possibility of social interaction. This is the library corner. The central space with commercial activities on the left. The central space transforms into various activities throughout the year. So here it becomes into a space to play and extension to the commercial stretch, while it holds various temporary activities such as the flea market, and it becomes into a space to celebrate various festivals around the year. This is a section cutting through the circulation block. This is the lobby. the lobby roof becomes into a spill out space for the office people throughout the day, while it becomes into a space for the community during the evenings. This is a roof garden which becomes into a place for play, recreation, festivals, etc., and is connected by the central staircase that connects the whole building throughout. This is the internal pedestrian street with small sitting spaces around the tree that become into spaces to socialize during the evenings, while the track highlighted in yellow becomes spaces for jogging, cycling, etc. This is a longitudinal section looking towards the rehab part of my building, while the spaces marked in yellow are the social spaces that are uniformly spread all throughout the building. This is the central circulation spine, stitching both vertically and horizontally throughout the building and creating small spaces of short interaction and ease of movement, cross communication, and the idea of safety. This is a zoomed in view of how the staircase connects to various floors along with the bridges at various levels. This is a perspective view of the central staircase between the two components. This is a staggered elevation which creates open terraces for the residents. And this is the elevation between the 7th and the 20th floor plan with balconies.